Are you ready to have your website get found by the right people? Are you looking to rank at the top of Google so you get more traffic to your website? Are you ready to learn how to use SEO and content marketing to grow your organic traffic? If so, you are in the right place, my friend. Welcome to the Simple SEO Content Podcast. Hi, and welcome back to the Simple SEO Podcast. I am your host, Rachel Lind Teigen, and today I want to dive into a question that I get regularly when I do the free training classes. And that is, how do I know if my SEO is working? So if you've been trying to follow along and learn SEO and you're trying to implement what you're learning here on the podcast on your website, you may be starting to wonder the same thing. Like, how do I know if what I'm doing is working? What do I check? So let's talk about it. What you're going to want to do is to watch for a couple different metrics. So you're going to need to be reporting on a few things in order to really understand, is this working? The first thing I want you to look at would be the keyword ranking for the pages that you're doing SEO on. So you probably have not yet done SEO or search engine optimization on every page on your website or every blog post. You've probably started working on some from a priority standpoint. Maybe you've optimized just your website, or you've just started optimizing the new blog posts as you create them, and you're waiting to see how it all works. So you're doing SEO, but you're not quite sure. So the first thing you're going to do is to take a list of those keywords that you have used in your optimization. So they were in your title tags, they were in your meta descriptions, you put them in your file names, your URLs, you wrote copy that was all about that keyword. I want you to take those. If you're using a keyword reporting tool, keyword ranking tool, I want you to make sure you've added them to the tool so that it tracks your rankings over time so you can start to see if you go up or down. If you've not done that yet, you can go to Google, open an incognito browser window. That's one that's going to have less personalized results. You do not want to search for yourself and do your keyword verification in your regular Chrome browser window, because we get personalized results and you're going to show up higher in your personal results than somebody who's not been to your website before. So make sure you're using an incognito browser window. What you're going to want to do is put that keyword in the search bar and see, where do you show up? Are you in positions 1, 2, or 3? Are you in 4 through 10? Are you on page 2, page 3, page 4? And I want you to track that about once a month. You can look at it no more than every other week. You'll start to drive yourself nuts because Google's kind of fickle. They'll test things. They'll move you up. They'll move you down. They'll move you around. What we want to do is just look on an average over the course of a month. Where do I end up? So at the end of each month, the beginning of the new month, go ahead and check your keyword rankings and just see if your SEO is working. Your keyword rankings for those pages that you've worked on, those keywords that you've optimized for, you should be getting smaller, meaning you should be getting closer and closer to position number 1, because that's where you're going to start getting more traffic. So that's the first thing, is keyword rankings. Are my keywords ranking higher, meaning are they getting a smaller number in Google search results? The next thing we want to look at is the organic traffic to the page that you have optimized, where you used that keyword. So to do this, you're going to go into your Google Analytics account and you're going to go into your Pages and Screens report, and you're going to look and see which blog posts or which pages are getting traffic. Now you're going to have to do an overlay to be able to see your traffic by channel, to see organic versus direct versus social versus email, etc. If you're not sure how to do this, just join me in Simple SEO Content. There's a whole module that walks you through how to do this and to understand what the data in analytics says so that you can figure out for sure if what you're doing is working, because the answers to all your questions are pretty much in your analytics program if you know where to look for them. So you're going to want to look and see, of the pages that you've optimized, so those pages that you specifically did your SEO on, are you getting more organic traffic to those pages? The other thing you can look at is the engagement. How engaged are people? What is the average engagement time on those pages? Because your engagement metrics are really important to Google. They are going to impact your rankings. So if you have this big long blog post and you've spent lots of time writing it, but your average engagement is like 10 seconds, people don't like that post. And so there's something going on with that one, and you're probably not going to have it work really well, meaning Google's probably not going to rank it higher and you're probably not going to get a lot of traffic to it. So definitely keep an eye on your engagement time on each post that you're optimizing for, just to kind of understand a little more. Now, as you move on and you're looking like each month and you want to understand what you're looking for and how you interpret the results, what you're going to want to look at in your keyword ranking report will be how many keywords do you have that are ranking in positions 1, 2, or 3. These are the most important because the keywords in positions 1, 2, and 3 are the ones that are going to get the majority of the traffic from Google search. Then you're going to want to look at 4 through 10. These are the additional keywords that are on page 1. You're going to get more traffic for like position 4 than you will get for position 10. That's okay. Just having them on page 1 is a good thing because you've got more visibility. Then we're going to want to look for the overall movement in your keyword rankings. Are you in general going up or down? Is the new content that you're creating getting more traffic or less traffic? Are people engaging with it? Because that's really going to make a big difference to how your SEO program performs overall, and is your SEO working? And then the other thing you can look at is your overall website traffic. You want to look at your total traffic to your website. You also want to look at your SEO traffic. What percent of your traffic is coming from Google each month? Ideally, if you're doing SEO, we would like to see an increase month over month over month. I want to see more traffic from SEO each month. And I definitely want to see a traffic growth pattern year over year. So if you're not sure how to figure all of this out, again, I'm going to tell you, just join me in class, because not only am I going to teach you what all this means, I'm actually going to give you the templates that you use, that you just have to plug your numbers in and they do all the math for you. Because I know, like, calculating the percent increase or percent decrease and the month over month change and the year over year change and like all of that is exhausting. I still have to sometimes walk myself through where I came from, where I'm going, divided by this, divided by that. Like, just use the templates and the spreadsheets that I've put together for you to figure this out and be able to make sure that what you're doing from an SEO perspective is working. This is one of the things that I know people struggle with, which is why I wanted to talk about it on the podcast today. How do you know if your SEO is working? What you're looking for is, are your keyword numbers, your keyword numbers going up? Meaning, are they getting smaller? Are you ranking higher? And then, are you getting more organic traffic to your website? And then, very importantly, are you getting more organic traffic to the pages that you're optimizing for? Because that's something that you're going to want to look at to really understand how all of this is working. And like I said, if you have questions, you're not sure how to figure any of this out, my friend, just join me in Simple SEO Content. Let's make sure that what you're doing is getting results, because we can get you more traffic to your website for free, which will help you make more money in your business. Let me help you get found on Google. Let's get that traffic. Let's get that money coming in. Let's turn things around for your business and really grow so that you're ready to scale. That's what I'm here to help you with. All right. If you have any questions, you know what to do. You can DM me on Instagram. You can join me in Simple SEO Content and learn how to do all of this in a super easy step-by-step manner using all of my templates and spreadsheets, so you don't have to create them yourself, because they're kind of a pain in the behind to create, right? So that's why I do it for you. And let's get this SEO working for you, my friend. All right. I'll see you back here next week. That's all for today's episode of the Simple SEO Content Podcast. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you visit my website, etchedmarketing.com, and visit the freebies tab. Right there, you're going to find the SEO Content Quick Start Guide along with the free SEO class. So you'll have everything you need to know to get started with SEO and content marketing. Then do me a favor, if you wouldn't mind, if you would do a rating and a review of this podcast on your favorite platform. That would really help spread the message, and I do greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions, you can always DM me on Instagram at Etched Marketing Academy, and I will see you right back here next week.